Before we begin, turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and get ready. And if you enjoy true horror stories, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Your support helps this channel bring even darker tales every single week. Tonight's story comes from a man who claims that something non-human whispered his name through a locked door. And what he heard next still haunts him. My name is Daniel, and what I am about to tell you is something I've kept to myself for years. Not because I wanted to, but because every time I talk about it, the memories come back too clearly. It happened in 2019. I was living alone in a quiet apartment building in a small town in Brazil. The walls were thin, the hallways were cold, and at night you could hear almost everything. One night, around 2 a.m., I woke up to a sound that made my blood freeze. Something was scratching my front door, slowly, deliberately, like fingernails dragging across the wood. At first, I thought it might be a neighbor or maybe an animal. But when I walked closer, the scratching stopped instantly. The silence felt wrong, like someone was waiting on the other side. That's when I heard it. A whisper, a human whisper, right outside my door. "Daniel, open." I froze. The voice was deep, slow, broken, like someone struggling to speak. And I swear, I had never heard that voice before. I looked through the peephole. There was no one there. But the hallway light was on, and it only turned on with movement. Something had to be out there. I stepped back, trying to control my breathing. Then the voice came again, louder, closer. "I know you're awake. Open the door." I felt pressure against the door, as if something was leaning on it. Then I heard breathing, heavy, wet breathing. Except this time, it wasn't coming from the hallway. It was coming from inside my apartment, right behind the door. I ran to my bedroom and locked myself in. For hours, I heard slow footsteps moving across my living room, dragging across the floor. And over again, that whisper, "Open, open, open." When the sun finally rose, I gathered the courage to leave my room. My front door was slightly open, not broken, not forced, just open. On the floor, leading out into the hallway, were long, thin marks, like fingernails dragged across the tiles. I moved out immediately. But even today, in a completely different apartment far from that place, some nights around 2 a.m., I still hear it. A faint whisper in the dark. "Daniel,